nieces, nephews, anybody.
Welcome to the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre for BBL action here on a Saturday night in the nation's capital. The London City Royals hosting the Worcester Wolves. It's a Sagababa for both teams as they both played last night, and it was a historic night for the Worcester Wolves, winning in quadruple overtime, 152-150 over the Surrey Scorchers in a game that set the BBL record for most points. And for the London City Royals, they had a tough defeat on the road against the Leicester Riders, 86-78. Leicester looking strong in that one, reminding everyone that they are the reigning BBL champions and will be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs. For the Worcester Wolves, it's been a bit of a roller coaster season, if you will. They find themselves in 11th out of 12 teams here in the BBL at 5-22 with that big win over Surrey last night, climbing out of the cellar. The London City Royals, they're battling for that 4th place spot right now between the Sheffield Sharks and also the Glasgow Rocks on a nice run. So Royals want to secure 4th place and home court advantage, I should say, in the playoffs. There's a lot of jockeying around all the way from 4th down to 10th. Not much separating a lot of these teams. So everything to play for tonight for the Royals. Let's see how they do here at the Palace. It'll be Will Neighbor, the boy next door, tipping it off against Leicester Prosper, who had a great game last night. 19 points for the Wolves. And off the tip, it's Neighbor controlling to Brian Manning. Had a sluggish game last night with just 6 points for NBA Live. Here's Orland Jackman, NBA on the elbow, working his way in. Lucas in the corner, 3-ball, doesn't go. Offensive board from Jackman. Brian Manning, Lucas led all scorers last night for the Royals with 19. Washpin knifing. Lucas, 3-ball, in and out. And Prosper brings it down to Freeman, pushing it ahead to Combs. Daryl Combs passed over to Cervera. Crawford had a big game last night with 33. Misfires on that attempt, and is Washpin bringing it down. Washpin over the timeline, gets the dribble penetration, kicks to Neighbor. Lucas back to Washpin, they swing it. Jackman pump fake, drives into Freeman, who's moving, and picks up a foul. That's that veteran leadership Orland Jackman has, wearing the captain's band tonight, if you will, filling in for Ashley Hamilton, who misses this game with injury. Neighbor from the elbow, in and out. So slow start for both teams. Combs the other way now. Daryl Combs, Prosper, Cervera. International lineup here for the Wolves. Cervera short on the teardrop. This is Prosper blotting his way in, and he'll go to the free throw line as Brian Manning reached in, so that'll send the big man, Lester Prosper, to the free throw line. Prosper averaging 11 points, 14 points, I should say, on the season. And the southpaw knocks it down. And the first score of the game for the Worcester Wolves. They did a lot of that last night. 152 points. Absolutely unbelievable display between the Wolves and the Surrey Scorchers last night. More exciting BBL action. Here's Lucas with the teardrop, and he opens the account for the Royals. Lucas trying to carry over that momentum from last game. 19 last night. Here's Cervera directing traffic. Combs. Freeman. Jab step, attacks, step back, deep 2, and it's good. Big time shot from Freeman. Washpin over the timeline, now on to Jackman. Lucas on the wing, inside, NBA goes up and can't get it to go, and Crawford brings down the board. No look pass. Cervera, dribble handoff. Freeman, skip pass. Combs in the corner. Rims out. Neighbor with the board. Washburn looking to push. Washburn driving. Washburn, step back. From the elbow, doesn't go. And it's Prosper bringing down the board. Combs the other way. Loses the handle. Recovers. Freeman. Combs. Prosper getting the seal inside. Backing in. Working on Neighbor. And he gets the 2 to go. Be an interesting matchup to see tonight. Points in the paint. One of the strengths of the Worcester Wolves, and Royals without Hamilton, their best interior defender, and Neighbor just not ready for that pass. Combs, transition 3, in and out. Neighbor brings down the board. It's up into double digits last night in the boards category last night. Here's Lucas. Jackman, and he threw it away as the Royals looking a little bit sloppy. A lot of passes off the mark right now. Yet to find the rhythm in this one, both teams here. To be expected. Second night of a back-to-back, the Wolves traveling. And then London traveling as well, back from Leicester last night. Here's Cervera, the Spaniard, on to Crawford. Combs, Crawford, lines up the 3 ball, and it rims out. Neighbor with the board. Lucas looking to push. Lucas, transition 3s, and he drains it. Lucas making it rain from Crystal Palace. Crawford over the timeline. On to Prosper. Combs, Freeman, Cervera. Nice dish. Freeman denied by Brian Amani. Saying, get out of my kitchen. This is Jackman the other way. And he has it stolen by Combs. Wide open Freeman behind the back pass, and it's a little bit too cute. Now Lucas can make him pay, and he does with that big time 3 ball. And now it's Prosper. Lays it in for 2, catching Brian Amani sleeping. So both teams blowing some defensive coverages here in the early going. Oh, locked up at 8 apiece here. Washburn. Neighbor. And now it's Brian Amani. Unable to throw it down. Slammed it off the rim. He'd like to have that one back. Cervera over the timeline. Into the corner, Combs. Combs denied by Jackman. Here's Crawford driving baseline. Crawford lays it in for 2. So the Wolves edge in front here at the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Neighbor, 3 ball in the corner. Misfires. Brian Manning, and count it. NBA Live will go to the free throw line. A strong move from the big man. Establishing position, getting the offensive board, and putting it in. And now a chance for a 3-point play, and free throws have been an issue for the London City Royals this season, shooting just 70% on the season. The Wolves at 74% from the charity stripe. Brian Manning, 6'9" forward center. And now checking in is Josh Rogers, the professional. That hard-nosed defense he likes to play and really gets after it on the boards. So Brian Manning completes the 3-point play. This is Cervera. Crawford driving on Lucas. Crawford, Whalen. Skip pass. Cervera, Navaja. Puts it on the floor. Almost stripped, gets it back. Freeman throws it down. Washburn the other way now. 1-point advantage for the Wolves. Lucas, Brian Manning spinning. Brian Manning with the hook. It doesn't go, tapped in from Rogers. Josh Rogers sniffing out the offensive rebound and getting a putback. Here's Crawford. Cervera triggers the 3. Nothing but net. Cervera. Pretty looking shot from the Spaniard. Washburn, Lucas, Jackman. Combs will check back in a minute. Jackman Lucas, 3-ball, making it rain. Ed Lucas, all the way from Catford. And we're gonna have a blocking foul here on Jackman. And checking in now, the American A.J. Roberts. Impressed last season in the Hemel Storm in the NBL Division I, stepping up to play pro basketball here. And he's had some big games this season. Of course, he was instrumental in the Hemel Storm's victory in the NBL Cup against the Manchester Magic. Here's Severa, inbounding now to Freeman. Hands it off to Combs. Combs. He's got Brian Manning, pulls up for a deep two. And knocks it down with some words into the ear of Brian Manning as well. Here's a 3-ball from Lucas. He's on fire right now. Ed Lucas unconscious. Here's Severa, directing traffic now. Navajas. And now it's Combs, gets the screen. He'll go one-on-one against Brian Manning, picks up his dribble, and we got 3 in the key called on Navajas. So Navajas coming over mid-season, returning back to the Worcester Wolves from Spain. So the Royals with a 2-point advantage with 3 to go here in the first quarter. Brian Manning sets the pick. Washburn driving off the window. Wes Washburn. Lovely stuff from the Northern Iowa graduate. Combs gets the screen. This is Severa. Combs swings it. Whalen gets the screen from Navaja. Royal switch. Here's Prosper. Prosper picks up his dribble, makes a strong move, and will go to the free throw line as Josh Rogers is hit with a foul. This will send the southpaw to the free throw line as Will Neighbor will check in for Matthew Brian Manning. And important for the Royals to get NBA Live going here. Struggled last night with a season low 6 points. Brian Manning averaging up around 17 points per game this season, and with Ashley Hamilton out, who's averaging 14, that's a big loss and proved to be the difference as the front court just didn't have enough scoring last night against the Leicester Riders. Here's Washburn, watched by Whalen. Neighbor come up to set the screen, and nice backdoor cut. Roberts unable to put it down, and it's a couple of misses here from the Royals trying to get the slam where they'd be well advised to just look for the layup perhaps. In front of the home crowd, always want to get them riled up and like a 6th player out there on the court, but you got to take the easy 2. Right now the Royals leaving a lot of points at the rim. Here's Severa driving, picks up his dribble. Navajas, 3-ball, lines it up and cans it. So both teams shooting good from behind the arc tonight to start things, and Crawford is going to check in a minute. Washburn. Lucas. Driving, Neighbor. Neighbor attacking, Navajas backing in. Fading, baseline, and he gets the roll. Will Neighbor loves that baseline fadeaway. He gets it to go. Here's Severa. 1-point advantage for the Royals. Severa. Now it's Combs with Roberts covering him. Prosper sets the screen. Roberts goes under the screen, and he's going to get whistled for a reach-in foul here. So with 1:35 to go, it's a 1-point advantage for the home side here. And we're going to get a substitution. Severa checking out, and into the game, Crawford. 33 points last night to lead the Wolves along with Freeman. And now smooth crown Jules. Jules Stangakoto, the GB International, will check in here for Wes Washburn. And will look to disrupt the Wolves' point guards with his length. Here's Navajas, Prosper. Jab step from the elbow, doesn't go, and nice rebound from Rogers. Lucas the other way now. Lucas, step back, heat check and doesn't get it to go, and Prosper thought he had won the ball, but great job by Roberts to get his hands in there and create a jump ball. Remain Worcester Wolves possession. Whalen, Combs, Crawford, Prosper, and Navajas. Interesting to see how Tony Garbalata uses his lineup here. 4 players over 50 minutes last night. So fatigue will be an issue, you can imagine, in the second half. Here's Combs. Step back 3 ball, doesn't go, and we're gonna have a foul off the ball here on the Worcester Wolves, crashing the boards, looking for the offensive board, and Sam the Man Tolawasi is gonna come in now for Ed Lucas, who gave some great minutes to the Royals, hitting everything from behind the arc tonight. And so important for the Royals that they get Lucas and Neighbor going from behind the arc. They have that gravitational pull to bring players away from the basket and open up driving lanes. Here's Neighbor, loves those above the break threes. On to Dangakoto, smooth crown jewels. Roberts, 3 ball, rims out. Rogers looking for it, and it's gonna be last touch on Rogers. So 45 seconds to go here in a back and forth first quarter that sees the Royals with a 1-point advantage over the Worcester Wolves. Whalen, Navajas, Crawford, Prosper, and Combs. And it's Tolawasi, Rogers, Dangakoto, Roberts, and Neighbor for the Royals. Crawford. On to Combs. Gets the screen, they double. Navajas wide open, goes big to big and throws it away. Neighbor scoops it up. Here's Dangakoto. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Tolawasi on the wing. Dangakoto. Roberts. Neighbor trying to get a screen. Here's Dangakoto, and he makes it rain all the way from Peckham. Whalen. Navajas, he's got to hurry to get it off. He lets it go, and it rims out. So after 1 quarter of play, it's the London City Royals 26, the Worcester Wolves 22. I'm Mike Weaver with the call of this one. We'll be back in just a minute's time here.
As we do the
Welcome back here to the Palace for another big game here in the BBL schedule. A lot at stake for the London City Royals. Jockeying for position. They can find themselves anywhere from 4th to out of the playoffs, if you will, if they were to go on a big losing streak, as so many teams fighting for playoff position right now. Bristol Flyers and Manchester Giants, 2 very good squads sitting outside of that top 8. So it'll be interesting to follow that down the wire. Do get out to some BBL action if you can. It certainly is an exciting spring on the calendar here. A lot at stake, and London Lions don't quite have it wrapped up either in first place. The Leicester Riders and Newcastle Eagles both breathing right down on their necks. So lots of storylines to follow. Here's Neighbor back to the action. Dangakoto. Entry pass to Tolawasi. Tolawasi, nice move up and under, and he gets it. And will go to the free throw line. Sam the Man, that's what he does. Just 6'2", but plays a lot bigger than that. Sam Tolowasi, incredible strength, incredible energy coming off the bench for this squad. And a big signing by Director of Basketball Operations, Namo Shiri, coming over from Italy earlier in the season. And of course, a Nigerian international. So he misfires, can't complete the three-point play, and Dangakoto read it like a book. Dangakoto, Tolowasi, buckle up for Tolowasi time. Sam the man, the energy man, bringing it here. 4 straight points for the London City Royals, and we're going to get a timeout here called from the Worcester Wolves.
And it feels like they're just getting started. Yes, sir.
It's for the O2 Arena BBL final. That will be a dandy. Who will be there? That's the question. Will it be the Lions and the Leicester Riders like last season? The Royals certainly have their intentions on making it to the Benecos British Basketball Playoff Finals. Wolves out of the playoff picture right now. Tough season for them. Last year, of course, 7th place in the BBL. And they really gave the Lions a run for their money last year, being eliminated on aggregate by just 5 points. Losing one match by 1 point and another by 4. But it just hasn't gone their way this season. Of course, head coaching change. Ty Shaw suffering a heart attack in a game and taking some time off to recover fully now. And bang bang play here, and Freeman shaken up with Dangakoto. Just got to worry that there's no concussions or anything when there's a head-on-head hit. And Dangakoto going to get some medical attention. So important for the Royals to have him going. Alisi Dusha has been out of the lineup at the point guard position a little bit this season with an ankle injury. And looks like Dangakoto will check out now as Wes Washburn will come in. So Dangakoto with 3 points already and an assist. Player index of 5 in his limited minutes so far. So Worcester ball here on the end line as the Royals open up a little bit of some breathing space here with an 8-point advantage. And now Crawford to inbound on to Combs. Combs driving, Combs, nice dish, Freeman! And we're going to have a foul on the play against Rogers. And that'll send Freeman to the free throw line. Very difficult player to handle, Freeman. He's got a lot of strength in the block and tremendous athleticism as well, as Josh Rogers will check out after some solid minutes from him. Of course, points in the paint have been the Worcester Wolves' calling card all season. They outscored Surrey last night 88-54. And Prosper, Freeman, Crawford, a lot of good players that can really do some damage from inside the paint. And it's going to be a storyline to watch tonight, especially with Ashley Hamilton, arguably the Royals' best interior defender out of the lineup tonight. Roberts, Washburn, Tolowasi, pump fake. Washburn, 10. Tolowasi lets it go, it's short, tipped away, and it's Neighbor throwing it in for 2. And restoring the Royals' 8-point lead. This is Severa over the timeline. On to Prosper, Combs, driving, pick and roll, Combs. Doesn't get the teardrop to go. Washburn with the board. Washburn driving, 3-on-3. Washburn knifing, Tolowasi. And he threw it away, and Washburn looks like he rolled his ankle. Here's Severa the other way. Got no one with him, so we'll slow it down. And now, at a pedestrian pace here. Severa looking inside for Prosper. Outside, Severa will take the 3 ball. It's long, and now Roberts hauls it in for the board. Roberts looking to run. Roberts, nice dish. Brian Manning going up, and he's denied from behind. Freeman thought he got all ball, but it'll send the West Croydon native to the free throw line. And we're going to get a timeout here called by the Royals. 32-24. Do grab your tickets for the end of season finale at the O2 Sunday, May 19th. They're going fast. Get on to AXS.com and grab your tickets for the Benecos British Basketball Playoff Finals at the O2. They're going fast, and a lot of storylines to follow this season. So many solid teams this year. The BBL really making some steps up this year. A lot of solid teams with the addition of the London City Royals really strengthening the BBL. So many great London players with the opportunity now to come back home and play in front of family and friends between the City Royals and the Lions. And that's why we've seen the likes of Matthew Bryan, Manning, Ashley Hamilton, Ed Lucas, all returning home, playing in Britain for the first time. Of course, Hamilton had a very terrific career in Spain, leading Manresa back to the ACB First Division, and Brian Manning won titles in Mexico, Japan, France, and Argentina. Tolawasi coming home to play as well after starting the season in Italy. So really great for British basketball to have this second team here in London. It certainly brought the level of play up, and NBA making a case for MVP here in the BBL. Misfires on the first attempt, and the West Croydon native knocks down the second. So the biggest lead of the match so far for the Royals at 9 points. Now it's Severa on to Combs. Combs watched by Tolawasi. Severa, Combs, and the Royals read it. Washburn comes down with the board. Behind the back dribble, we're gonna have a reach-in foul here on Combs with 7:53 left to go. And the Royals on a 7-2 run here in the second quarter. Tolawasi to inbound. Tolawasi, Washburn, Neighbor, Roberts, and Brian Manning, your 5 London City Royals. Tolawasi on to Neighbor. Boy next door gets it on to Washburn. Brian Manning thought about it, and he draws the foul on Prosper. Prosper's been quick to leave his feet a couple of times. He's been biting on the pump fake. Of course, Brian Manning has good foot speed for a big man, so we'll see if he looks to try and put it on the floor against Prosper. He can step out and knock down the 3 ball. Washburn, Roberts, Brian Manning on the block, backing in, strong move from NBA, and he throws it down just like that. Matthew Brian Manning. Crawford the other way now. Tolawasi all over him. Combs calling for it in the corner. This is Prosper. Pump faking Prosper. Spinning, Prosper fading, and misses almost everything there, and Roberts comes down with the board. Neighbor the other way. Brian Manning right back to the big man. Backing in. There's that drop step, and he doesn't get the finger roll to go this time. Severa running the court, doesn't get the reverse to go. Great pass, great vision. And now going up top for Brian Manning for the easy 2. 13-point lead for the London City Royals. They're starting to run away with it here. Important possession here for the Wolves to get something. Crawford, nice drive. Crawford denied inside by Neighbor. And he throws it the length of the court. Tolawasi's going up with the reverse. Sam Tolowasi throwing it down, and the Wolves need a timeout. 15-point lead here for the London City Royals with 6:22 left to go here in the second quarter at the Crystal Palace National Sports Center. I'm Mike Weber. Thanks for being with us tonight. Don't forget, of course, to get out to some BBL action if you can. Big crowd here tonight. As the Royals with a commanding 39-24 lead. End of season finale tickets available at the O2. Get on to AXS.com for the Benecos British Basketball Playoff Finals. We're selling fast here. You don't want to miss out. You got to be in it to win it, so grab your ticket. They're going fast. It's been an exciting BBL campaign, and how will it culminate this year? That's the question. London City Royals trying to regroup here after dropping a couple of games. Reinforcements coming over in the way of West Washburn. They've got their intentions on adding to the silverware already with the BBL trophy. Crosstown London Lions with the BBL Cup. They want to add to their collection as well. This is Cervera, Crawford, Freeman. Almost swatted away there by Tolowasi. Freeman in trouble, gets it on to Crawford. Cervera, Navajas, backdoor cut from Wayland. He loses the handle, and it's Brian Amandon picking it up. Washburn the other way. Washburn driving, crossing over, showing some handles. And now directed traffic. Brian Amandon up on the elbow. Brian Amandon attacking, and will go to the free throw line. NBA would like to have that one back, no question about it. Left a couple of points at the rim tonight on some bunnies that normally makes no mistake. One of the best scoring big men here in the BBL. 6'9" with a 7'4" wingspan. He's gotten it done on the defensive end of the court as well. Registered 5 blocks in one game against the Sheffield Sharks. So important for the Royals to get big effort from him on both ends of the court here, especially with Ashley Hamilton out of the lineup tonight. And NBA goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. 7-point lead here for the Royals. Cervera, Crawford, 3-ball, in and out. Lucas with the board. Washburn over the timeline. Lucas in the corner, goes to the elbow with Brian Amandon. They swing it, and Brian Amandon throws it away. Which Jay Williams trying to get Brian Amandon just calm down, play at his pace. You need to throw that one away, that's for sure. This is Crawford driving. Navajas, nice dish, and Freeman loses the handle in the corner. Shot doesn't go. Washburn brings it down. Numbers for the Royals. Washburn. Neighbor above the break 3. Not this time. Cervera pushing it the other way. Crawford, transition 3-ball, money ball. Lovely shooting stroke shown by Crawford. Wolves trying to fight back into this one. If they can get it down to single digits before the end of the half, that would be considered a victory for them. Lucas, 3-ball, doesn't go, and it's tapped away by Neighbor. Neighbor gets it back, and unable to finish. Neighbor loses the handle, and will go to the free throw line. Will Neighbor, more of a finesse player. Royals trying to get a little more dog into him, if you will. Play a bit more aggressive. Jackman checks in now. Tolowasi will take a breather. And some strong minutes again from Sam Tolowasi with 6 points coming off the bench. And bench scoring strongly favoring the Lions, along with points from turnovers. Another statistical category that the Royals have a big advantage in on the Worcester Wolves, and we'll see if they look to use that press. Wolves certainly going to be gassed from that quadruple overtime game last night. 4 players over 50 minutes. Neighbor picks the pocket. Neighbor on to Lucas. Lucas 3-ball, and we're going to have a moving screen here called against Nasty Neighbor. So a substitution now as Combs will check in, and Severa will suck some wind now with 4:14 left to go. 15-point lead for the home side. Whalen driving baseline. Whalen with the reverse and the blow by and the basket. Lovely stuff from Whalen. Jordan Whalen, the 6'1" guard, showing some explosive speed. Here's Neighbor, the double comes, Washburn. Washburn, step back 3, bit too much on it. Crawford, Whalen, Freeman, Euro step, basket. Nicely done with the rim run from Freeman. And the Wolves doing some nice work here. They've got it down to 11. Jackman. As the Wolves show zone D. Neighbor, 3-ball, and he makes it rain from deep. Real Neighbor loves them above the break 3, shooting 47% on the season from behind the arc. Crawford. And he loses the handle. Lucas, he's got Washburn. West is going up and lays it in for 2. So 16-point lead here for the London City Royals. On a big 5-0 run here to shift the momentum back on their side. Combs. Navajas, and we're going to have a reach-in foul on Brian Amani. 2:48 left to go here in the second quarter.
Once again, if you do have a birthday shout out,
Combs, Crawford, 3-ball. The rainbow doesn't go, and Brian Amani unable to bring it down. Now it's Washburn gathering the loose ball. Washburn driving, and a foul on the play. So that'll send West to the line. A big, big addition to the London City Royals squad, really solidifying that point guard position. Josh Rogers is going to check back into this one. Wes Washburn, of course, had a storied career at the University of Northern Iowa, playing for his hometown school. Spent a bit of time also at Tennessee. Started this season in the NBA G League, the Iowa Energy, the affiliate of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Spent some time over in Germany as well. It's a well-traveled player and a big, big addition to this City Royals team for his ability to play both ends of the court here. So many steals, blocks he's been able to put up here, and has really swung the momentum of a lot of games here for the Royals. Here's Combs. Navaja, Crawford, baseline, Combs. Freeman, it's short, and now Neighbor brings down the board. Washburn. On to Jackman, he's got space. Jackman from 18, off the window. Jackman looking like Tim Duncan there, kissing the window. Combs, Freeman, driving, Freeman, kick out, and we're gonna have a reach-in foul here as A.J. Roberts will check back in. So the American now will call the number of Will Neighbor. With under 2 to go here at the Palace. And Freeman now from the free throw line. Big game last night, of course, 33 points. And the Worcester Wolves, no complaints from their front court. They've really gotten a lot from Freeman and Lester Prosper. Navajas also helping solidify that front court. It's in the back court where they haven't quite measured up as well against other teams. Of course, Adam Thosby leaving the squad now as well, leaving another hole in the squad. Here's Washburn. Crawford on him. Roberts, screen. Roberts driving, two-man game. Off the window, Jackman feeling it. And it's a steal by Washburn. Jumping into the passing lane, Rogers from downtown. And it's raining baskets here for the Royals, pardon me. Up 23 on the Wolves now. Freeman, Crawford, Navajas, pump fake. Puts it on the deck, nice dish. Freeman stripped as the Royals swarm him like a pack of foxes. And now it's Combs the other way. Whalen in transition, loses the handle, and it's going to be last touch on the Worcester Wolves. As now Thompson will check into this one for his first action tonight. 1 minute to go at the Palace. 23-point lead for the home side. Roberts, Jackman, Roberts. Nice dish, and a big block from behind. Roberts, the teardrop doesn't go. And now Crawford the other way. Combs pushing it, Combs attacking, Combs, Whalen. Working on Lucas, Whalen with a strong move, and he'll go to the free throw line. Nice work from the 6'1" guard, Whalen. We're going to have a substitution here as Cervera is going to check back into this one, and Crawford will take a breather. Whalen now from the free throw line, and got 21 points last night in that epic record-breaking 152-150 victory over the Surrey Scorchers. A game that will cement itself in the history book for a while. Rogers inbounds now to Wes Washburn, the American, up over the timeline. Watched by Whalen. 7-second differential between the game clock and shot clock. Washburn. Washburn looks like he'll go isolation here. Step back. And he thought he got hit on the elbow, but doesn't get the call. 10 seconds to go. Combs gets the screen from Thompson. Three ball, Combs. It's short. Patted away, and this will be Lucas. Good if it goes. It's short. And that will do it here for the first half at the Crystal Palace National Sports Center, and it's the home side, London City Royals, with a 21-point advantage, 55-34. They lead the Worcester Wolves. I'm Mike Weaver. Thanks for being with me tonight. We'll be back with second half action in just a minute. Stay with us.
To the baseline, if you want to play basketball musical chairs, we have a fresh Nike tee to be won tonight. If you're not under 14, you can go up onto a merchandise. no reason for you to be sitting inside the palace without a fresh London City Royals official merchandising tee on. We've got championship trophy tees with the gold lettering and they look amazing up on the concourse. Make sure you go and get yours. Make your support.
Welcome back here to the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre, and it's the London City Royals with a 55-34 lead over the Worcester Wolves in a game that's been completely dominated by the City Royals. Pretty much every statistical category favoring the home side. Points from turnovers 15-2. The press has caused all kinds of trouble for the Worcester Wolves. Points in the paint, a category you would have thought going into this one would favor the Worcester Wolves with their talented big men, but it's 22-12 in favor of the City Royals. Second chance points also favoring the London side, 8-2. Fast break points, 10-3 in the Royals' favor, and bench points, the Royals have doubled up the Worcester Wolves reserves, 14-7. What can be expected, if you will, though, considering that the Wolves played quadruple overtime last night, so fatigue certainly an issue tonight for the visitors. I'm Mike Weber. Thanks for being with us tonight. We hope you're enjoying this match as much as we are. There's been a lot of high-flying, slam-dunking, rim-rattling action, and we're back to play right now with Severa driving. Crawford puts it on the floor, lets it go, and it's Brian Manning bringing it in. And now Washman the other way for the Royals. Crawford will check him though. Throw a little bit of length at Washman. And now he gets it on to Jackman. Brian Manning on the block. Backing in, Brian Manning. Drop stepping, Brian Manning! And he'll go to the free throw line, and Prosper not liking the call. Good recognition by the Royals to go at Prosper. He's in a little bit of foul trouble. If they can get him out of the game, it will really be a big, big blow to the Wolves. They don't really have anyone to match up physically with Brian Manning. So NBA Live from the free throw line now. Does not get a nice roll on that one. It's a 21-point lead here for the home side. 23's been their biggest in the game so far. And Brian Manning goes 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. A place that has not been too kind to him of late for the Royals. Crawford backing in. Crawford's got a size mismatch. Gets it off and gets it to go on Washman. Washman. Watched by Severa now. Will direct some traffic. Jackman possibly. And now it's Lucas coming off a screen. Brian Manning sets the pick. Lucas, and it's swatted away with the rejection by Crawford. Crawford pushing it the other way. Freeman on the block. Freeman backing in on Neighbor. Freeman spinning. Freeman! And now it's Prosper. Size mismatch. Gets the teardrop and uses the left hand. Nice little run here from the Worcester Wolves to start the third quarter. Got a big hill to climb here. This is Washman. Neighbor. Pump fake. Neighbor driving. And he'll pick up the foul on Freeman for a reach-in. So a foul on the floor. Lucas to inbound from the sidelines. It's Lucas, Washman, Brian Manning, Jackman, and Neighbor, the 5 London City Royals. Here's Washman, gets the pick. Washman driving, Washman! And he'll go to the free throw line. Disappointed he didn't have a chance at a three-point play there. Certainly, he's got that explosive speed, that blow-by ability, and a tired squad. That's going to be a difficult matchup for the Wolves. Washman, of course, had some heroics for Northern Iowa, leading them to a victory over University of North Carolina. One of his biggest wins in college basketball. Now, as had some big victories here as well in the BBL, willing them to victory in the London Derby last week against the London Lions. Cervera. Here's Freeman, deep two, short. Neighbor with the board, and now Washburn pushing it the other way. Had Brian Amani open for a second, but missed him on it. This is Neighbor, spinning. Neighbor picks up his dribble. Lucas, off the bounce. Neighbor, pump fake. Watches Prosper fly by and misfires on the three. Here's Combs, Cervera, nice dish. And beautiful big-to-big pass, and Crawford finishes with the reverse. Nicely done from the American. 17-point lead now. Wolves chipping away at it. Washburn gets the screen from Neighbor. Had Neighbor for a second on a backdoor cut. And now, Brian Amani gets the three ball from Jackman, and he rattles it in. All the way from Stratford. Crawford working on his man now. This is Freeman. Freeman. Combs. Deep two. It's short, and it's Lucas with the board. Lucas driving. Lucas puts on the brakes. Lucas, step back, gets it to go. And Lucas feeling it tonight at 14 in the first half. Here's Combs driving all the way unimpeded to the basket. A bit of extracurricular activity there between Brian Amani and Combs. Lucky not to get teed up there. This is Washburn. Washburn. Here's Lucas. Lucas, 8 on the shot clock. Brian Amani driving. Brian Amani gets the teardrop and has some words for Combs. A bit of trash talking. Intensity ratcheting up here at the Palace. Here's Freeman wide open from behind the arc. And he's way off on that attempt. Neighbor wide open running the floor. Neighbor on to Brian Amani for the drive, and a bit too much on it. Combs the other way now. Free ball from Combs, it doesn't go, and Lucas with it now. Lucas, Neighbor. Washburn driving, and now it's Jackman with the reverse. And a 24-point lead. The Royals with their biggest lead of the game right now. Wide open, Freeman. Freeman going up. And it's going to be a charge on Freeman. And a technical. It looked like Neighbor was perhaps in the cylinder, but Freeman is going to be teed up by our officials, and that'll put the boy next door on the charity stripe.
And Neighbor will go to the line for 2.
5:24 left in the third quarter of play. Will Neighbor with 8 points already on the evening. Had just 6 last night in Leicester.
It's good.
So Neighbor knocks down the technical. And now 25-point lead for the Royals. We'll see if Jay Williams goes into his bench a little bit more. We've already seen Rogers. Perhaps we'll see a bit more run for Tolawasi and Roberts. Washburn loses the handle. Crawford wheeling and dealing. Cervera. Navaja. Skip pass. Whalen in the corner. 3 ball, and it rattles in. Under 5 to go here in the third quarter at the Palace. Jackman coming off the screen, and now Lucas pops up top for it. Lucas gets a good screen from Brian Amani, and looks like he was moving, in fact, on the play. So call it a moving screen against Brian Amani, and he'll check out as Josh Rogers will come back in. They got some good minutes from him.
22 points is the lead for the Royals.
With 5 points in the first half.
Business end now.
Preston trials here at Crystal Palace in the off-season, and able to sign a contract, and it's delivered with some great minutes. And there's Prosper getting the easy layup for 2. Big man running the floor and rewarded for it. is Washburn on to Jackman, the captain tonight. And now it's Washburn. It's the screen from Neighbor. Neighbor sharing the sugar. And stepping out of bounds was Ed Lucas. Tough one on Ed. Drained the shot. He's been feeling it tonight. Ed Lucas with 16 points. Good to see him firing on all cylinders again for the Royals. He's a big part of their offense. A.J. Roberts back into this one now as Lucas will catch a breather. Whalen driving. Whalen. Cervera. Miguel Cervera gets the screen. Now it's Crawford. Nice dish. Navajas. Good ball movement. Whalen in the corner. Rattles it in, and he's eaten up with a couple of threes. Wolves got it back down to 17 again. Whalen. And now it's Washburn. Washburn. This is Rogers. Dribble handoff to Jackman. Jackman looking for a backdoor cut from Rogers. He posts up instead. Here's Jackman knifing. Jackman with a beautiful drive to the hoop for two. OJ. Whalen the other way now. Navajas thought about it. Cervera in the corner for Crawford. The three ball. It rims out and it's swatted away. Last touch on Josh Rogers as Thompson is going to come in and Tolawasi is going to spell off Orland Jackman, who gave some nice minutes for the London City Royals and back-to-back BBL Cup winner, winning last year with Cheshire. This is Crawford. Kick out, driving, Whalen, Euro step off the window, nicely done by Whalen. 8 points in quick succession for Whalen. Willing the Wolves back into this game. Neighbor. Royals offense looking a bit stagnant at the moment. This is Washburn, gets the screen. Step back, it's a two, it's short, and now numbers for the Wolves. Whalen driving, Euro stepping, denied by Washburn. Now Neighbor, get it up over the timeline on to Washburn. Washburn driving, kick out, Neighbor, thought about it. Doesn't pull the trigger, and now it's Roberts going one-on-one. The two, it's long. And now it's Cervera. Whalen running, Whalen! And he'll go to the free throw line. Great performance we've seen here from Whalen. Refusing to lie down here tonight. Whalen, of course, had a strong game last night, third in scoring, 21 points. 6'1" guard. That great shooting stroke from beyond the arc, and has that blow-by speed as well. Good basketball IQ. He's displayed as well, and he's got 13 points on the night here. Chipping in with a rebound as well, and a player index of 9. And 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, as Orland Jackman will come in now, and Will Neighbor will catch a breather. Roberts on to Washburn. Crawford hounding him the full length of the court here. Washburn over the timeline. Jackman. Rogers. Tolawasi. Jackman. Pump fake. Jackman. Jab stepping. Jackman handing off. Roberts. Jackman in the corner. And he makes it rain. All the way from Peckham. Orland Jackman has come to play tonight. Now it's Tolawasi with lots of pressure on Combs. This is Crawford. Fading. Crawford doesn't go, and Rogers brings down the board. Washburn. Jackman picks up his dribble. Tolawasi in the post, backing in. We have foul on Combs, who pleads his case, but called for a push on the back of Sam Tolawasi. And Sam Tolawasi, just 6'2", but has so much power and strength. 48 push-ups one-handed for breakfast, they like to say. He has been a tower of power Got tremendous leaping ability as well. We've seen a couple of big dunks when it gets to be Tolawasi time in the open court. And he knocks down the first. Working on his perimeter shooting. If he can add that, that will be one of the missing pieces of the puzzle for his all-around game. So Tolawasi gets it to go, and the native of Hackney and East London knocks it down. So Crawford will check out. Cervera's back into this one. 1:20 to go. Holmes. Navaja sets the screen. Whalen driving. Whalen, step back, tough shot. Heat check, it doesn't go. Navaja off the glass, doesn't go. Third opportunity here, and Cervera gonna draw a foul on Washburn. Hard to see where that one was, but nonetheless, it'll be Wolves ball here on the sidelines. Whalen, Combs, Navaja, Cervera, and Thompson. 5 Worcester Wolves. Navaja sets the screen. Combs driving. Combs initiating contact and finishing. He wanted a 3-point play on that. Nicely done from Daryl Combs.
Still a long way to go.
18 points to the good, the home side. Tolawasi, nice dish. Tolawasi goes up, and he walked. A traveling violation on Tolawasi. Now, Whalen up over the timeline. Jackman watching him tightly. Navajas thought about it. Cervera, Royal switch. Roberts on Cervera. Skip past to Whalen in the corner. And it's long, and Washburn reels down the board. Very good rebounding point guard, Wes Washburn. A candidate for a triple-double. His ability to grab boards and share the sugar and knock down shots as well. There's a long 2. It's off, and that will do it at the end of 3 quarters of play. It's the London City Royals with an 18-point advantage over the Worcester Wolves here at the Crystal Palace National Sports Center. I'm Mike Weber. I'll be back with more BBL action in just a minute.
Nike Elite shorts, okay? You can throw them over here if you want, I don't mind that.
Welcome back here to the Crystal Palace National Sports Center. Mike Weber with the call of tonight's matchup, where the London City Royals with a commanding 74-56 lead over the Worcester Wolves, who picked it up a little bit in the third quarter, outscoring the home side 22-19, but they're going to need a heroic effort here in the fourth to come back in this one. Up against the wall here, second night of a back-to-back as well after playing quadruple overtime last night. Royals shooting 50% on the evening, the Wolves at just 39%. So they got to get some stops here. Let's see how they can operate in the half-court defense here. And Roberts now, Jackman, Dangakoto back into the game. Good to see him back on the court. And now the Wolves with numbers, 5-on-4. Combs, way off, offensive board, denial inside from Roberts. Rogers on to Roberts. And the American now slows it down on to Jackman. Roberts up top, 10 on the shot clock, and we're going to get a technical. A bit of trash talking, and it's Combs that's going to get whistled for the technical. So Orland Jackman will go to the free throw line. that's 4 fouls for Combs. So looks like Garbaletto, will you keep him in or take him out? That's going to be a question. Wolves low on personnel right now. Certainly need to add to their depth, the Worcester Wolves. Those be leaving the squad, certainly a big hole for this team. This is Dangakoto, Rogers. Nothing but net from the professional, Josh Rogers. Here's Navajas, Crawford driving, Crawford. Cervera in the corner, Whalen spinning, knifing and diving. And he doesn't get it to go, and now it's Thompson almost forcing a steal. Here's Roberts slowing it down, Dangakoto. Roberts on the wing. Jackman backing in. Jackman, Euro step with the right hand. It's well off. Tolowasi tried to save it. And we're going to have a foul on Thompson. Using his arms a little bit too much on that one. With 8:44 left to go in the fourth quarter, it's a 20-point lead for the home side. Jules Dangakoto to inbound from the end line. Nice dish inside. Roberts doesn't get it to go. Cervera brings it down. Numbers. Cervera in transition. Whalen going up with the reverse, and he's denied inside. And we're going to have a reach-in foul here on Thompson. So Jackman getting it done on both ends of the court tonight. Really provides so many intangibles for this City Royals team. He can rebound, he can block, he can get steals, he can score, knock down the 3 ball. Here's Roberts, Dangakoto, Tolowasi, Jackman on the elbow. Rogers fading, nicely done. Rogers making a case for more playing time. He is having a great game tonight. Whalen goes up and Rogers got a piece of it. Roberts pushing it the other way now. Roberts driving. Roberts denied inside from Thompson. A block party here at the Palace. And everyone's invited. Here's Roberts driving. In the corner, Rogers doesn't go. Crawford with the board. Cervera driving. Cervera from the elbow. Nice dish, and Thompson unable to handle it. And we're going to have a foul here on the Royals. A couple of substitutions now. Washburn will come in for Tolowasi. And Whalen will take a breather as Combs and Prosper come in. Navajas also will take a breather. So 22-point lead here for the London City Royals as they look to improve on their 14-12 record. Combs. Screen comes. Combs. Royals all over him, and Dangakoto is going to be whistled for a reach-in foul. So the Wolves ball here on the sidelines. Crawford inbound. On to Thompson. Thompson. Driving. Thompson, the double comes. Dangakoto forcing the steal. Dangakoto, he's got numbers. Dangakoto throws it up to Washburn, who puts it in for 2. That was sweet. Cervera the other way now with 7 to go. Cervera to Combs. Watched by Dangakoto. Looking up top. And Prosper can't track it down, so that'll be a turnover on the Wolves as they look to respond. Some highlight reel action here at the Palace. This game's had it all. Big dunks, lots of three-point shooting, defensive stops. Here's Washburn showing some handles now. Jackman. Washburn gets the screen, driving, and now 5 on the shot clock. Jackman, 3 ball. It's long.
Rogers taps it out, and Washburn with a fresh 14. Washburn driving, Washburn with the left hand, and he gets it to go off the window. Skipping to the hoop, Wes Washburn. Combs. This is Crawford. Cervera. Crawford now puts it on the floor with the teardrop. It doesn't go. And now Prosper trying to track it down, and it's Thompson up top. Cervera driving. Cervera with the floater. Doesn't go. It's poked away. And Cervera into the corner for Crawford. Long. Rogers flies in for it, and now Jackman brings it down. Washburn over the timeline. Under 6 to go. Crawford trying to hunt a steal. Nice move with the blow by. Roberts! We just saw a man fly. That was nasty. AJ throws it down, and the response, Combs unable to track it down. Now it'll be Washburn the other way. Roberts, does he have more in the tank? Washburn, get the screen from Jackman. Washburn driving, kick out, sharing the sugar. Roberts, extra pass. Jackman wide open. It's off. Thought he was fouled. Shot clock violation on the City Royals. And we're going to have a timeout called here by the Worcester Wolves. 5 to go here at the Crystal Palace National Sports Center. 84-56. Home side lead. It's another big crowd here at the Palace, and do make sure to get out to BBL action if you can. It's been an exciting season with twists and turns and a lot of different lead changes. The Lions, of course, have led coast to coast here, or gate to gate, I should say, but so many other teams in the running. Leicester Riders, of course, a great candidate. And the Benecos British Basketball Playoff Finals, Sunday, May 19th. You gotta be in it to win it. Grab your tickets. They're going fast. Log on to axs.com and scoop them up while supplies last. Who will be in the finals? That is the question. Will it be a London side? Could it be both London sides? Will the Leicester City Royals, or the Leicester Riders, I should say, be able to defend their title? Newcastle Eagles, one of the most storied franchises here in the BBL, having a terrific campaign this season as well. Just 8 losses on the season for Newcastle. This is Combs. Navajas driving. Wayland. Cervera in the corner, and he drains it. Miguel Cervera knocking down the triple. Dangakoto onto Jackman. 4.5 to go. Dangakoto driving. Washburn. 8 to go on the shot clock. Washburn with a deep 3. Roberts tracks it down and then throws it away. Cervera the other way. Doubled. Cervera, nice dish to Prosper. The big man goes up and finishes with the left hand. And count it. He'll go to the charity stripe for a chance at a 3-point play. Such a physical, imposing presence. Lester Prosper, and left-hander too, so always difficult to guard a lefty. Sees Washburn on to Roberts now. Roberts directing traffic, and Dangakoto was wide open there for the alley-oop, but they don't get the lob to him. Washburn, nice dish. Jackman gets it to roll on a nice 2-man game between Washburn and Jackman combining. Showing some nice chemistry out there on the floor for the Royals. Cervera. Prosper. Strong move, and he'll draw the foul. And Roberts is going to be whistled for the foul, and a couple more more substitutions here. Combs will check out. So 3.5 to go here at the Palace. And Lester Prosper will go to the charity stripe. Ed Lucas, Skip to My Lucas, has been on fire tonight, leading the Royals in scoring, as he did last night against the Leicester Riders. Pardon me, it's a foul on the floor, so I thought the Wolves were in the bonus, but not quite yet. This is Washburn the other way now. Washburn driving. Dangakoto. Rogers. Little shimmy shake, kicks it out. Dangakoto, tough shot, step back, it's short. Rogers battling for it, it'll be last touch on him. And it'll be Worcester ball with 3 minutes to go here. The Royals outscoring the Wolves 12-5 here in the fourth quarter. A very fatigued and tired Worcester Wolves team. And who could blame them after playing quadruple overtime last night? Dangakoto almost got the steal. Navajas lets it go and knocks it down. A big shot from the big man with the triple. Great mid-season acquisition by the Worcester Wolves. Navajas coming back where he was captain last season. Here's Jackman in the corner. Jackman, 3 on the shot clock. He's got to get it off in a hurry. Step back. It's long, and it's poked out by Rogers. Lucas, it's long, and Prosper brings it down. Cervera looking to run. 2:20 to go. Navajas, 3 ball, and he's feeling it. Back to back from El Capitano. Dangakoto. Double comes. The trap forces the turnover. Cervera spinning. Cervera knifing. Cervera will go to the free throw line. And nice work here from Miguel Cervera. So that'll send the Spaniard to the free throw line. The 6'5" guard. Difficult player to handle. He's got electric handles. He's that high basketball IQ. It seems at times that he slows the game down. And he's got that good shooting stroke as well. A lot of players like playing with Cervera. He finds you if you're open. And he's done a great job racking up assists here in the BBL with 5 assists per game, leading the Worcester Wolves. Combs second on the squad with 4 assists per game. And Cervera knocks that one down as Daryl Combs will come in to relieve Cervera. So just 2 minutes to go here at the Palace. Home side, 18 points to the good.
309. If you're ticket number 309.
So Washburn on to Lucas. Lucas, Dangakoto. Royals going with 2 point guards on the floor right now. Rogers sets the screen. And it's Washburn calling his own number and draining the 3 ball. Splash from Wes Washburn. Whalen. Combs. Behind the back. Razzle dazzle. Navajas. 3 balls this quarter. He's feeling it. But a little bit of too little too late for the Wolves, unfortunately. Lucas now on to Dangakoto. Washburn. 8 on the shot clock. Lucas. Jackman, deep 2. OJ! Bullseye from Orland. Jackman filling in as captain tonight with Hamilton out of the lineup. Combs driving. Combs! Wow! Daryl Combs, what an effort. End to end, coast to coast Combs, triple C. Dangakoto. On to Washburn. 50 to go here. Lucas, 3 ball, it's long. And Combs tracks it down. Combs driving. Combs again. and he gets it. Daryl Combs, a one-man wrecking crew here for the Worcester Wolves. 40 seconds to go here. 16-point lead for the London City Royals. The game they've, oh, nice backdoor cut and just unable to execute as Jackman had a clear path to the basket. So Whalen to inbound now from the end line. And now Combs will get the screen. Combs, deep three, that's a heat check. Oh, he nails it. Combs, what a performance he's put on here in the fourth quarter. Ed Lucas, 1 second differential between the shot clock and game clock, and the crowd up on their feet here, showing approval to the London City Royals on a convincing 13-point victory here tonight. That will do it as the siren sounds. The London City Royals lead in this one from gate to gate pretty much, and a convincing 91-78 victory over the Worcester Wolves to push their record ahead to 15-12. I'm Mike Weber. Thanks for being with us tonight. Let's look ahead at games in the schedule here in the BBL. Tomorrow, the London Lions will host the Newcastle Eagles in a game you can catch on the BBC, and then the Glasgow Rocks play host to the Bristol Flyers. They've been on fire at home of late, and the Cheshire Phoenix host the Leicester Riders. So do get out to some BBL action if you can, and make sure to grab your tickets for the BBL playoff final at the O2 as tickets are going fast. I'm Mike Weber. Thanks for being with us. It was a great time we had bringing this one to you, and we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll see you again soon. For all of us here at the production crew, so long, and have a good evening.
We do this again next Saturday against Plymouth right here.